Hello guys, this is Docm with his cats and I'm playing on the Mindcrack server. And guys, I've been working around here a bit. You can see, cover the top and only that portion of the pig farm is left. Finished the redstone, working nicely. And this is the way we will get up to it. We'll have these vines here and haha! Pig population. We got some grass in there so they feel a bit more happy. And to prevent the glitching for the most part, yeah, for the most part, I have no open corners left anymore. It's a complete cube or square shape. You can see it, here's the grass and it's filled in, so that helps the glitching and they can't escape from it basically. So we're good now. And I wired the place up. Let's see, let's test some levers here. First of all, I have these two here. These two levers I use to control the door here. You can see there are sticky pistons in the ceiling and the wall. You can bring them up, close them. This is for the lower one and this is for the top one. Top one is used if I want to breed them, and we could try it out. I should have some wheat down here in the chest. No, oh, and I made some brewing stands. Yeah, and stuff like that. I don't have no wheat on me. How could this be? I think I fed them all. Yeah, I need to make a wheat farm close by. That's one of the next projects. But well, I'll show you later on how you breed them. You can open it up here, they will come towards you, you can breed them. And then now we would have a few in there. It's actually cool, we could trap them. Bam! Trapped a few, and now we could flush them out. Let's try that out. I've never tested it. Full functionality of it. The lag spike, but... Huh. Looks good to me. Stupid thing now just is I haven't finished it below here, and oh, there is another one. Wait a minute, we need to take care of this guy. Die! Where is he? I fought another one, you saw it. Later on you will see it. Let's say it like that. Huh. Oh, Dennis, come here. Yes, owned. Yeah, today guys, besides the farm, and we want to work on that a little bit, you know, basically mostly make it look better. And yeah, remove dirt and cover it up and so on. Oh, look, the vines, they're growing everywhere already. The jungle is taking over the nature. But I also wanted to talk about music in this episode, about what music does for you, your emotions, and my favorite bands and stuff. So, to introduce the topic music nicely, get in there. Get in there. Oh man, this drives me crazy. To introduce the topic music nicely, I thought, let's do a little caving mix with some epic beats by DubFX. Be right back.
Yeah. I'm just a normal guy with things to do before I die. Don't always know the how or the why. So the I seem to have a mind in doubt. So now I do what I can before my time is out. I've got to do whatever helps my name. If I sleep on opportunities, I've only got myself to blame. I felt for healthy change left everybody else the same or hell bent on the wealth and fame. I've always Seen things through different eyes. This kid got wise, refused to be stigmatized. If you only knew, you might get a big surprise by the amount of people still getting gigs from lies of various kinds. These are precarious times, so I gather my force, starting to prepare them as rhymes, so I can stay aware of the signs to confront me. Cause if it ain't real, I neither care, I have time to put it bluntly. I'm just getting across my POV, speaking from the heart and representing me only. That's the main thing I try to get through with speech. Get everything out in the open like a nudist speech. Wonder just what I'ma do this week. Whatever's true, clever, new, unique, and setting fools on the loose street. I'm hoping you notice I need you to study this. That's my main aim, not a screen name or buddy list. But every now and then I get it wrong, though my head is strong. I'd rather we get along than to get it on. There's so many MCs people love to hate, so I try my hardest not to punch above my weight. My only intent is to sublimate, not simply the topic of forum drama or a pub debate. If I have been, let me scrub the state. These rooftop sessions, DubFX, it's time to put that dub to play. So step it up. I'm just another junglist kid that basically had a dream. And over time what I found you is I'd rather have my voice in your ear than my face on the magazine. Publicity ain't really me, though I can flow superb if the time's right. I really reckon I'm allergic to limelight. See, some believe it's wrong, but I only feel the heat is on when the beat is gone and the music stops. Boss, please don't compare me to other MCs, cause most of them dudes is lost. I'm well aware what involvement in this music costs, and how a little underground heat can soon be frost. Gosh, some people think it's all showbiz. I tell them I'm 32 and still I've got no mortgage and no kids, and some weekends I'll do no gigs. I wish you seen the looks that I've got, cause they really think that I'm so big. Read my rider and you soon think, what is this frost? Was all the champagne, the 5 stars, the business class, all of that would just get dismissed fast. If you don't believe me, my request is to kiss this. I spit this harsh cause you don't know the depth of the scheme. How I rep for my team when I step to the scene. See, my life's nothing like what you'd expect, so get your specs checked if you think this lifestyle is jet set. Hey yeah, all I do is fret, what's my next step? I'm stressed, walking up a sweat, looking desperate. Okay, that's not true, but I'm still concerned. I've made progress, but I've got a lot of skills to learn. Like how to sing a subtle melody about me in the struggle. Internal conflicts that still get me in the muddle. Limited only by the force of my will. I'm slowly learning how to tap into the source of my skill. I'm only human, I'm slowly finding my way, reminded each day of reasons for the lines that I say. I'm only human, someone who makes mistakes. I've had my fair share of mishaps and great escapes. I'm only human, trying to provide the stuff that you need. I'm not a machine, I promise if you cut me I'll bleed. So stop assuming that you can less the high quality. That's got me fuming, and not someone that I wanna be. So listen.
So listen, the sweet sound of dying Enderman. They are all over the place. I hate them. Now he's over there. They pick up my sand, they pick up dirt blocks and bring them up and trigger my minor OCD, but it's still there. You know, if I build that thing and have that stupid dirt blocks all over the place, random dirt, it's the worst, man. Those Endermen. Can I look at him? Come over. Come. I'm not afraid. Teleport to me, you sucker. Gonna own you up. My epic sword. Knockback. Perfect for Enderman. I'm looking at you. I don't want to teleport over there. That looks like a death. Oh. Aha. Ah. Yeah. You heard the beats, DubFX. Really good beats he's doing. He's a cool guy, you know, doing, yeah, he doesn't have a big label or whatnot. He tours the world and he's doing beatboxing. All these beats are done by his own voice and reverb and whatnot. Really cool job. Love his beats, but that is actually not my home ground. My most beloved music always has been music that involves guitars, and it's cool to see, you know, how they track towards us. If I put the weed away, they go. So let's breed them real quick. There we go, and this way we can stock up our pig style, or style, or whatever you call it, pig house, what we want to call it. And now it's time to put down some leaves. Yeah, my most beloved music always has been, when I really started to like music, it was the early 90s when the grunge music really kicked in. The sound of Seattle. Most people know the band Nirvana from that time. That was actually not the first band I really liked, you know, from the grunge bands that were around there. And actually the really hardcore or real grunge fans, which I considered myself to be, kind of disliked Nirvana because we found them too industrial already, or too, I don't know, mainstream, because everybody loved Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit, you know, load up your guns, bring your friends, it's fun, and everybody knew that song, and it was played at all school parties and whatnot. And actually, me and my friends kind of hated Nirvana for a long time, and refused to go to live concerts of them forever. We were lucky. Actually, 1 year before Kurt Cobain died, I saw him play in Munich, and he was already pretty messed up back in that days. You could see that he was fed up with the whole industry and actually didn't have much will in him to go and keep on going. You could see that he was really frustrated. It was the Inu Terror tour, and he kind of was on the stage, and some fans were trying to cheer, and just were happy to see Kurt Cobain play Nirvana. And he was so pissed off, honestly, sorry for using this word, that he kind of really negatively interacted with the crowd, showing them the finger and whatnot. You know, he was really mad. And in the middle of the concert, he got so annoyed about something, nobody really knew, he was just fed up, that he kind of started to take his guitar and chop off the heads of these weird angel statues they had on the stage. Like somehow really weird looking angels they had going on. It was on the cover as well. You could see an embryo in there. Really crazy stuff. He was already turning a bit nuts at this stage. Yeah, it was just getting to him, all this publicity. He was not used to that stuff. So he started chopping off the heads of these things, and some people were kind of confused by that. I mean, we didn't care much. We just had a good time there and found it more funny than anything. But there were, we called them Bravo kids. Bravo is a very popular teenager magazine in Germany, and for the stars and glamour and stuff, and they hyped Nirvana big time. Suddenly they jumped on the grunge wave, from boy bands to grunge, and a lot of these kids were there, and they were basically shocked, you know, what a real rock concert is, because although, you know, all of the industrializing of the grunge and stuff, in his soul, Kurt Cobain still was just a guy from Seattle doing his dirty grunge music, you know. And then, you know, these Bravo kids really were shocked, and that is also what made Kurt, you know, be pissed off, you know. There was no real fans. They didn't appreciate his music much, or what he had to say, or the spirit of the grunge music, which was against this huge money corporate things, and just doing the music for the sake of it, out of a little bit of a depressed mindset. You know, the sound of Seattle, it's the American Midwest, or the Pacific West, better say. It's a really rainy area, and I've been to Seattle. You know, I've visited the place, and it is really rainy there, and you could get easily depressed Not saying that people there are depressed, but you know, there has to be a certain mindset to make music real, and all that influenced the grunge music. And yeah, so Kurt was messed up already, but yeah, talking about what was my favorite band then, well, and it still is, it is Pearl Jam, with the frontman Eddie Vedder and Mike McCready. It is one of the old school bands. Before, the band was called Mother Love Bone. Yeah, Mother Love Bone, that's their name. And then their former singer, which was also a great guy, died of drug abuse. And the guys are surfers, and when they were surfing, they met Eddie Vedder on the beach there, and they found out he's a pretty good singer, and they asked him if he wants to join a band with the guys. And so they formed a band, called it Pearl Jam, and the band's name comes from Eddie Vedder's aunt. Her name is Pearl, and she used to make a pretty crazy jam with mushrooms and stuff, some psychedelic things. Yeah, don't try this at home, guys. And that's what the name of the band came from, Pearl's Jam, basically. And yeah, made this band and kicked off with some songs, and then they really became, yeah, stars overnight with the epic song Alive by Pearl Jam from the album 10. Basically, this the 10 album is one of the best albums ever made in music history, because it's one of these albums, or CDs, or yeah, now it's CDs. Back in the days I had a vinyl. Yeah, where you just start it up and you listen to it all the way through. You don't even have to take a break, you know, not at all. You just play it and think, wow, this is great, next song please. There's epic songs. Once is on there, or Jeremy, I don't know if you know these songs. At home drawing pictures of mountain tops, we came on top, arms raised be the deadly, and so on. Yeah, it's about, it addressed basically a guy going crazy in high school, and it was pre-Columbine. So that's also one thing that's really interesting about Pearl Jam. They always have political topics, topics of public interest. Let's keep on building here. So yeah, then they knew it in advance. There was something boiling in the society and stuff, you know, and it's really great. Still, they're being active. They're still trying to. They manage themselves till today. They broke their bonds before they were signed by Sony, but then they stopped touring for the most part because they hated the high ticket prices the record companies were charging, yeah, for the visitors of their concerts. And so they refused touring for a while, but then they managed to, yeah, manage themselves. Oh, and I can hear the construction site nearby starting to work again. Oh my god, did you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. So yeah, managed themselves, and by this being pretty independent, and now they're, yeah, marketing themselves, touring, you know, really cool. Lately they were in Europe. Sadly, I wasn't able to make it this year, but normally I try to visit the concerts. It's only once a year in Germany, in Berlin. Always try to go there with my friends, and it's really cool, you know. Still the same, playing their songs, really appreciative with the fans, just the way I like it. And I think I have to stop the recording for a while. It's a horrible noise. Freaking construction site. Be right back, guys. So I checked back at the video, and you guys cannot actually hear the rambling noise from the construction site right next to my house, so that's pretty good. Still, it's annoying for me when I record and I hear this rambling all the time, so I always have to wait for yeah, windows of opportunity to record or whatnot. Really crazy at the moment. Drives me nuts. Right now the rambling started again, but yeah, as I checked in the video, it looked like you cannot hear it, but for me it's really loud. Super annoying. I wish I could stop them. They worked. I don't know how it is at your place, but this construction site, those guys, you know, normally you say construction workers, they don't work hard sometimes and whatnot. Those guys work like crazy. They never take a break. Like, they work from Friday to Saturday, from Monday to Saturday, and don't stop. Like, in the morning, 7 o'clock, they start their job, and then they keep on plugging away till in the evening, 8, 9, or whatever. I don't even know if that's legal or what. They go crazy, but well, I hope if they keep on going with that pace, should be finished with the whole thing soonish. Let me see, I better have some torches here. They're hidden, and we'll give some additional glow. Yeah, so Pearl Jam, my favorite band, so to speak, if you can say that. I like a lot of bands, but yes, Pearl Jam, you know, you always have these bands you kind of have a lot of good memories with, you know, your friends, parties, things like that from your teenager days mostly, I'd say, or your younger days. So Pearl Jam plays a very important role for me there. But aside of Pearl Jam, when I was like 16 to 21, 22, I went to tons and tons of concerts. Mostly with my friend Christian. He's now the owner of a, kind of a vinyl company. They make cool merchandise stuff and all kinds of things out of vinyls. Troxxy Vinyls, his company is called. And the hat I've been wearing in some of my vlogs with the vinyl label on there, that was made by him. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have some redstone issues here? Did I block off some redstone? I don't know what I'm doing here. Quickly check, or is it... No. All cool. We can frame that in. No problemo. So yeah, with him and his brother and some of my other friends, we visited, I don't know how many concerts, hundreds for real. All through the band, you know, from the big guns, I don't know, Metallica, Iron Maiden, you know, the good old metal stuff, Slayer even. We saw them all. Cannibal Corpse, that is really crazy. Hardcore was even on the index here in Germany because they were, I don't know, having really disturbing covers for their CDs, but really good. Black death metal even. So I like that as well. But also like the hardcore music of New York. For example, Sick of It All was one of my most favorite bands. I don't know if you know Sick of It All. Really straightforward hardcore, New York hardcore music. Simple guitar riffs. The singer, they don't have singers, they have shouters. And yeah, the concerts are a lot of action, stage diving, you know, lots of crowd interaction. It's a brotherhood thing, you know, if you're there, if you're friends, and the fans are really dedicated to the bands. And another band I really liked from these days was, of course, Pantera. Phil Anselmo, one of the most known and most epic singers of the hardcore movement. I don't know, probably know the song Walk by Pantera. Can't you see I'm easily parted by persistence? Dun, 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 dun. You wanna, and so on, you know, really, they had great songs. And yeah, Biohazard, of course, you know. There's lots of bands, and in these days there were tons of bands who were doing crossover music. There was a cool band from Sweden, I don't know if you heard about them, Clawfinger. They had a pretty cool song, Truth. Speak the truth, to dare lie to me, I see no, and so on. Yeah, I remember all of these songs. I can basically sing along with them. And those are concerts I've been visiting, but also, as I said, many concerts of the grunge time, and there were many more epic bands, and I'd say the even most epic band ever from Seattle of the grunge music time was Alice in Chains with the amazing singer Lean Staley. Rest in peace, man. He also died of drug abuse, so it seems the yeah, grunge scene kind of really suffered in the us industry. Yeah, so Lean Stelly, great guy. Alice in Chains song, Down in a Hole, or The Rooster, or Wood was there. Yeah, probably their most successful song, you know. So great bands, and I saw their concerts. They were really active back in the days because yeah, grunge was a big thing. It was, if you looked at the MTV Music Awards, Pearl Jam was receiving awards, Nirvana was playing. It was great. Now if you look at it, only thing I see Justin Bieber, not hating on that guy, but that seems to be pretty, I don't know, if he, at least the way it's marketed, it's not much, there's not much soul in his music, you know what I mean? I mean, probably he might be a good musician, but the way it's marketed and the way he's perceived and it's done, it's a bit odd compared to the good old times, so to speak. Yeah, and then of course outside the rock and roll and guitar music, I also enjoyed to go to, I don't know, jungle and trip hop festivals and also music festivals. Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. Music festivals were amazing in my life. I've been to so many rock festivals and enjoyed them, and well, I could give you one example. If you guys haven't been to a rock festival, and you should do that once in a life at least, you know, you have to get a taste of that Woodstock spirit, although nowadays it's not Woodstock anymore, it's a big money thing, but there are still small or smaller festivals that are really great. So my first festival, and I went there with Christian and his brother. We were always going to the concerts, as you mentioned before, was the Dynamo Festival in Holland. It had an epic lineup, from Biohazard, Pearl Jam, to you name it. Everybody was there, Motorhead, like it was crazy, you couldn't believe it, best lineup ever. We went there, first concert trip ever, and we had no driver's license because I was 17, I had to ask my mom for permission. Took a few weeks of convincing her, but as she knew how much I loved my music and the Pearl Jam and stuff, after a while she agreed. Took me about 6 weeks to convince her. And Christian was a bit older, he was 18 already, just making his driver's license, and he came with us, so he took responsibility, which yeah, kind of was a false treaty with my mom, but yeah, she knew I was kind of responsible and wouldn't mess up. And so that was no problem, so we went there, and a good friend of mine, he just had the driver's license, he drove us there, and we arrived way too late because we had no clue. It was our first bigger trip, you know, on the road, and we were feeling like man, and we totally screwed it up. Like, arrived way too late, it was dark, and we had no clue. We thought we could take our car in there, but no. You had to carry everything, and we were like stocked like pros. We had like the most epic survival camping equipment, everything, music, everything you need. And the problem was we had to carry that stuff like over 2 miles to the camping site. We didn't know that. And the pros, they had like carts and everything, were prepared. And we were like arriving at midnight in the morning, at 9 or something. The first concerts were about to start, so we get in there only with rudimentary equipment because we could not carry all the stuff. We were so tired from driving, so we thought maybe picks up some stuff tomorrow. That plan failed, by the way. We were not able to do that anymore. So we went in there, everything, the camping site completely like crowded, no spot left, and then we turn around and see, hey, look, there's a huge area, lots of space. So okay, let's go there. I wonder, they just must have opened this campsite here. Let's camp there. We put down our tent. You know, it was a total mess. It was raining already. Went in there. We had a way too small tent. Our sleeping bags, or at least mine, I forgot in the car. Yeah. So We get in there, wake up really early after a cold and horrible night, and suddenly, you know, we feel this bumping around our tent all the time. I open the tent, look out, and we find out we basically were putting down our tent about, I don't know, 50 or 100 meters away from the main stage. Everybody was laughing at us. We were like completely noobs, and yeah, then more and more people came in. Our tent got trampled. We lost everything. We could salvage some food and stuff and some money, and from that on, for the next 3 days, we lived like nomads. It was a huge festival. I don't know, over 100,000 people there, huge. It was smaller later then because of security issues and whatnot, but it was huge. And we knew some friends of us were there, and they had like a camping car, like this mobile home things, and they went there, and we were looking for them, and believe it or not, in a camping site with total chaos and mayhem of 70,000 people in the camping site and more people roaming around, we found them. And yeah, so our sleeping place for the rest of the concert was the front driver seats of this mobile home thing. So we stood there with our buddies. Still thank you, Hum and Harry, for saving us back in the days, 20 years ago almost. No, yeah, almost. And it was amazing. It was an amazing experience, you know. If I look back at it now I'm old, you know, almost 35. Think, oh my god, I could not survive that. After that, we went to many more festivals, but we were way better prepared, you know. We knew what's up, and after 2 or 3 festivals in the season, after that we went to many more in every year. Yeah, we turned into pros as well, but you know, now I haven't gone to a concert for a while, or to a rock festival, better say, because yeah, seen it all lately. I don't like the music too much. Christian, my good friend, is still going, but yeah, they're coming with a mobile home now as well, almost like a family event. And whenever I find time, I try to chip in there as well, and yeah, enjoy some festival and atmosphere and music. And just now the rambling started in the background, so that's a good way to stop the rambling for me as well and get back over and work a bit more on our treehouse. Now as a look at the staircase here, almost kind of like it. I could turn it into a real staircase leading up like into the treehouse area, like a majestic staircase. The jumping and humping up the hill here really gets to me now. So might think about that. So guys, now I was telling you a lot about my experience with music. In general, I think music is really important, and you know, music can influence your mood, music can make you sad, happy, you know, all these things. A lot of great songs you maybe remember from great days you had, you know, with your friends, with your first love, things like that. Music is one of the most important things, I believe, for human beings. You know, it's a very good way, even the most, you know, I don't know, crude and unsensitive or insensitive, how you say it, person, yeah, even his emotions or her emotions can be touched by music, and that's why I think it's important. So let me know down in the comments, you know, your experience with music. What are the bands? What is your music? What is up? You know, I know a lot of younger guys are watching, and probably many of the bands I mentioned just now, you don't know who they are, what they did. Maybe give it a look, check them out. I will provide a link to one song of Pearl Jam in the video description. It's called The Fixer. It's about making things whole again, and about how you should approach things in life. A really good song. Like it a lot. Listen to it quite often, you know, for motivational reasons and whatnot. It's just a cool song, and you should give it a chance. Guys, what do you think? Shall we put in just a little wheat plantation here? Maybe a small automated version or something. I mean, we could easily hide some redstone there and make it a bit automated. We don't need much, you know. I mean, half a stack or something, 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 8. Could fit in here, could also be a bit bulky if it kind of sticks out here. Could also go for the other side and here hook up a nice balcony, or maybe, I don't know, just something simple like plant some pumpkins here, you know, move the pumpkin area up here. That could be an option. Let me know, give me some ideas for this area here as well. Looking forward to your feedback. And yeah, by the way, just want to mention, I'm a bit out of sync, so to speak. Normally, you know, I try to release World Tour and the Mindcrack SMP here alternating or something, but hey, I thought, you know what, I am not bound to any of these rules. Those are just rules or ideas I basically did put on myself. I just said, yeah, I want to do it like that, but there's nothing that forces me to do it like that. You know, I want to have fun, and yesterday I took like 8 or 10 hours. I worked on a tutorial for the Iron Golem farm. And that was really exhausting, like editing wise. And yeah, you know, if you do major tutorials for things like that, it has to be good, you know, you can't mess around, you have to be sure your information is correct, so it needs research, it needs to do a lot of talking, a lot of background work you won't probably see in a video like that, testing, building it once, twice to make sure everything is cool. People will post questions, you need, if you put a video out like that, I was sitting for 3 or 4 hours till pretty late, you know, answering most initial questions. So that covers then most of the questions that will follow up. So it's pretty labor intensive, and then I just felt, hey, let's go on the Mindcrack server a bit, talk to the community, talk to the friends, to the server members, or yeah, just to you guys, to the viewers, you know, hang out a bit. And that is what the Mindcrack, excuse me, LP can do for me and for you as well, you know, just to get to know me a bit, get some personal info here and there, and also, you know, very easy for me to follow up with suggestions here. Still, more people watch the World Tour videos, there's more comments going on, so right here it's a bit more personal still. The World Tour, I have to work hard to keep that under control. Often a lot of new people watch that and so on, so yeah. But here it's still pretty... no ender balls with me now. It's pretty, yeah, it's like a family thing, you know. So I'd say did quite some stuff. Next up, removing some of the dirt here and trying to, yeah, make it look better from the lower part. But we're almost there, huge portion, and then I will start to work on the cooker setup. I found some nice designs, talk about that soon, and also maybe I call in the troops here, you know, because I really kind of want to use the lava thing, and I might be calling in Mr. ISO or somebody who's an expert, but ISO knows about the game really well, and he knows about, he once showed a trick about lava not burning things down and how to do it. He's really sure with his info there, so I might try to call him in and help me out with the lava setup up there, just to make it sure, because I really don't want to burn down the server. That would really suck a lot. That would suck, and yeah, the server won't burn down, but the treehouse at least, and that would also be fairly annoying. So okay, let's call it an end. Next I will work on the World Tour a bit. I worked there and I have a nice idea I want to try out for the next episode. If you're interested in the Iron Golem tutorial, feel free to check it out. We'll provide a link in the video description as well. Thanks again for your support as usual. likes, favorites, subscriptions and whatnot. Much appreciated. You know the drill. I'm out, guys. Bye bye.